Cancer, hi, how are you? This is going to be a reading for you, for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. The Ten of Wands wanted to come out, and during a pre-shuffle of yours, I actually saw that Ten of, did I say Ten of Pentacles? I'm sorry, Ten of Wands, very different energy. Okay, so what I have here is Three of Pentacles for the overall energy. So, Cancer, you may feel like you are possibly being evaluated at the place where you work. I really feel like there's some admiration here, or some connection. People really enjoy connecting with you. It seems like you though perhaps you're not in charge, you hold respect. So maybe you've been there for a while and you just know how and know your way around your place of work. As the overall energy, this could be too that you are really focused on building your life, building your workspace, building your career. But I also get that the place you work is special. It's a place where people gather. Maybe you're considering work in a field where you work in collaboration as opposed to working alone. Maybe you're thinking of working on a team. But overall, it looks like you're in a place of knowing what you're doing and maybe even feeling a sense of pride and accomplishment in your place of work. With the Hangman underneath, and the Temperance, I almost get that you're having to be patient, maybe even patience with others. Maybe your job requires you to see the world through other perspectives. If this is a job in customer service, it could be that you are trying to hold space for other people and to remain patient towards them. Sometimes that can be really tough in customer service. I feel like this could also too be talking about desiring something more within your workspace, or maybe wanting to dip your toe into another profession. So you could be wanting to explore new areas of growth and or just not new areas of growth, but new careers altogether. Maybe there's something that speaks more deeply to who you are, that allows you to self-express more of who you are. Either way, it seems like in your workplace, if you're being evaluated, you're also evaluating. So you're in a place where you feel like, okay, yeah, sure, you can evaluate me. I also am evaluating you. I love that energy. I do get this sense that you have to remain patient with either coworkers or people who you serve within your profession or communicate with, and just like really that you're allowing people to be who they are. And sometimes I think it just kind of surprises you, or just, I don't know, I get this, almost this energy of like, okay, whatever you say, like letting people just do what they're going to do, and you just are kind of maintaining this great energy of like, oh wow, okay, and proceeding with your job. I get this sense of creation though, this sense of desiring to really explore maybe more emotional parts of yourself. More soulful parts where you don't feel quite so on, but feel more in your natural space. I'm going to do these 3 cards here. So I got the 10 of Cups, the Page of Wands, the 3 of Swords. So give me just a moment. 10 of Cups. Page of Wands, 3 of Swords. The bottom of the deck was the 2 of Cups. Can you just clarify for me for Cancer? Seven of Swords. I guess the first thing I got from these energies is that perhaps you're turning your back on convention. So, you know, like I was saying up here with your earlier career, almost felt like a career reading, but that you are exploring new ventures. I feel as though there's this element of you shunning what is the traditional way, in order to pursue your way. And this is not just with career, this is with love, this is with your ideas of what the nature of a relationship is, the nature of a family is, who your support role is, and then really examining what is true for me. What is the truth for me? How do I want to live this life? What are my terms? What is the Ten of Cups, ultimate fulfillment? What is the Ten of Cups for me? I feel like what I get from this read is that there's a lot of keen energy here, where you're not passive, you're observing intently the way things are done. So like I said, even if you're being evaluated and watched, you are highly observant as well. And so that puts you in a place of power. Oftentimes, humans, and I will speak for myself, we become pleasers to the society around us. And we think, okay, this is what will make other people approve of me. And I just don't get that energy here. I get that this is an energy of this is a self-approving person who's like, I will choose for myself which way I will go. As we all know, the Ten of Cups can be so many beautiful things. There are so many different types of families. There are so many different ways to love. There are so many ways to reach that place of emotional satisfaction that don't include tradition. Now it can. I'm not saying you're tossing that idea out. I'm just saying that you're collecting information. You're collecting information not just from what you see around you, but also from what you've lived. So this is also like, okay, like, I know this Three of Swords. Sometimes too, when we live out of ways that are not true to us, we break our own goddamn hearts, right? So it's almost like, is this worth the heartbreak? Is this worth the heartbreak? Is this what my heart wants? Is this work that I'm doing in alignment with me deep down? And what would that work look like? Or what does love, me being in alignment with love, look like for me in a way that is true for me? Without shunning, I don't get the energy here that you're shunning anybody else's idea of what that is. I actually get a very open-minded person here. So it's not like you're like, no, marriage is not for is not for marriage to be about, it's not like going against tradition. It's just saying, what is my truth and how do I live that out authentically? And then Seven of Swords, when I asked to clarify this, I get the sense that again, I get someone who is sharp. Someone who is going to move in the direction they want to move and take with them what they want and leave behind what does not, what they can't carry, what does not suit them. And so if you are, if anyone is doing this to you, or they're trying to fit you into a mold, you are maybe even allowing them to believe that, but you are not following anybody's prescription of what that mold is. Even if you risk disappointing others, disappointing people, letting people think about you in whatever way they're going to think about you. And that's okay. And you're okay with that. And that's not super sneaky, but it is when you're trying to feel out who you are. Sometimes it's okay to keep those things quiet. To yourself. To keep your ideas, your thoughts collected, and to leave behind the things that just aren't for you. Sometimes that's very wise. Now, that's my reading for you. I suppose if I wanted to do like your classic tarot love reading, I have 3 of Pentacles, 3 of Hearts, third party situation alert, and I don't want to do that. That's not what my intuition was speaking. 7 of Swords, someone's cheating on you, run away. Someone's thinking naughty thoughts about someone else, and it's not you. They're leaving the family behind. Run for your life. I just really get the sense that this is a Cancer who understands and is curious about who they are and has a thought about something. And those thoughts may not follow popular opinion. And this Cancer is very particular about how they're going to speak and communicate those thoughts, if at all, because they're wise and they're balanced and they work with others in such a way where they know that when they see someone else's perspective, when they understand that they are not, that maybe things aren't always being seen eye to eye, that while people are observing them, that while people are observing you, you're also observing them and learning a lot. That is such a good practice. Oh, geez. 5 of Swords at the bottom. Wow. Tower. I get the feeling that that's going to frustrate and piss some people off. I think because when someone is in this energy, they're not so easily controlled. So you're not easily controlled. Okay, Cancer? That's the reading I have for you. I thank you. Thanks for reading. For some reason, the energy of your reading had me very giddy in it, and that's great. I actually want to pull the Illuminated Earth Oracle card for you. My friend actually painted these cards, and they're beautiful. So let me see what comes out, and then I'll read this to you. Illuminated Earth Oracle. Interesting. Blocked. I'll put this close to you so you see it. Blocked. Okay, I'm going to read this. After this reading I just did, it feels like a complete opposite feeling of the reading I just did. This is almost like the reading I just did felt like people who think they've got your number, but they don't have your number at all. To blocked. So I don't know if there's this energy of like you having to be that way in order to maneuver through. Like I think of water pouring through all of these rocks and boulders. Like the Temperance card, trying to balance the emotion and dip your toe in and move very subtly in order to push through, but trickle through what is seemingly blocked for you. And that could be blocked societally, based upon ideas of what role you should be playing. Okay, blocked. A dead end had been reached and is impassable without tremendous effort. In this instance, we must decide if it's worthwhile to continue the level of toil required to go beyond this barricade, or if the time has come to choose a different path. Gosh, in some ways I feel like this energy is just like a balm to the energy that was just in your reading. But also at the same time, it totally fits for me. I really get the sense that when human beings, but in this particular reading for you, Cancer, when human beings, or like you're trying to do right now, try to step out of maybe a familiar role, dip their toe into new water, secretly think about a new path or a new way of thinking that may not be accepted by people around you or by the perceived nature of who you should be by others, it can just leave you feeling tremendously blocked, or humans can feel blocked by the perceptions of society. And so this card is coming out, I think, just acknowledging, like, yeah, no wonder you've had to pull out your 7 of Swords and possibly your 5 of Swords. You're trying to maneuver tricky waters. So anyway, I'm just sending you so much love, Cancer. I would love you to like, share, subscribe. Anyway, I care about you, and I hope that you just have a really good September, okay? And I think, these readings are just timeless at this point. I don't know how often I'll be able to get to them, but I hope this resonated with you, Cancer, and take good care, okay? Okay, bye-bye.